Hey guys, welcome to the Polar Model. This is my first YouTube video, so bear with me. Uh, Today we're going to be doing some CAD, as you may know, because you're on my channel. We're going to be doing one of the 50 exercises on GrabCAD. This is our first one, practice one, and we're going to try it out. We're going to see how fast we can do this. Without further ado, let's just do it. Alright, so off the bat, I noticed that the total length of this piece is 80 inches, total height is 40 inches, and then the width of it is 30 inches. Let's just say inches because they don't provide units, so I'm just assuming inches. And then this little lip here, if the total width is seen by this top diagram right here is 40, and the width over here is 30 inches, that means the lip has to have a width of 10 inches. So that's out of the way. And then we have a little section right here. What I notice is that this is a 45-degree angle, and then if you just look at this triangle right here, alright, so this leg is 10 inches, it's 45-degree angle, and this has to be a 90-degree angle, right? So that's 180 minus 135, so that's 45. And then if you're taking geometry, or you took geometry, you would know that that means that this is an isosceles right triangle, which means that the height of this is also 10 inches. I know, there's a lot of math in CAD. And that took me a while to figure out. So yeah, that's 10 inches. So without further ado, we're gonna start CADing. The way I'm gonna do this is CAD this side profile right here, and then I'm gonna extrude it, and then extrude this little lip section after. Alright, let's do it. So I'm gonna grab this, grab the front plane, and then we're gonna just make a line, and then without dimensioning it, I'm gonna define this. Make the center vertical to the origin so that the whole line is centered, and then I'm going to dimension it to be 80 inches. So now we have that line, and then we have to make these little legs to the trapezoid. Okay, so that is not the, okay, cool, there we go. And then I'm going to define this to be 45 degrees, okay, and then we know that the distance between that point and that point is 10 inches. So now I can just mirror this line. I'm gonna quickly get that dimension out. It's good practice to have the dimensions outside the drawing. So center line, and then do that. Okay, so now I can just make our line here, and then I'm gonna trim this after, but that's not important right now. Okay, so now you have to make this little top section there, and then first I'm just gonna start off with a basic rectangle, you know, all know and love, and this rectangle is 30 inches because if this is 40 and that's 10, that means that's 30. And then we also know that the whole thing is 40, so it's 30 by 40 rectangle. And right now, if you may notice, this whole thing is not centered. So we're just gonna make a point here, and we're put that point in the center of this line, and then make a vertical constraint from that point to the origin. And so now this whole thing is centered. Drag that out, drag this out. Okay, cool. Okay. So now we gotta make this little circle thing, half circle, semicircle, if you will. That is what it's called. I don't know why I said if you will. Okay. So, and then we're gonna just do that. So it's tangent to these lines, and then we're gonna do a tinier one. Oh, that is not what I meant to grab. what is the keybind for that? A. Okay, I'll remember that next time. Okay, so just do that, and then I'm gonna drag this point over to that one, so this semicircle is centered. And then we're gonna set this to have a radius of 10, just like in the diagram here. Okay, so now all I have to do is trim this and that. Okay, and now we're starting to look like the image. And then, cool thing, if you just put Shift D after you exit the sketch, it'll, what, hold on. If you're in the sketch and you press Shift E, extrude, then it'll select everything, so you don't have to select individual parts. Okay, we're gonna do that way, and then it's gonna be 30 inches. Okay, so now, really easy part is, you might be wondering how you're gonna do that. Easy, just select that. Pretty simple. And then, so you know that this is 40 inches. Yeah, this is 40 inches. And then, so you know that, and this is 30 inches, so you know that this must be 10 inches. So, that's 10 inches, and accept. And then we're gonna go into that view, and we're gonna look. And that looks pretty good. So, yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed. That's been my first YouTube video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.